Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome to something, well, not different, this is a Challenger Spectate, but today we're actually focusing on, I guess for like one of the first times ever, another content creator, for a specific reason. But today we're watching wICKD. So wICKD is an ex-pro, went to Worlds, was a top laner for like Evil Geniuses, I think, CLG EU maybe, and a couple other teams here or there. Was very good in his day, and obviously, yeah, still a Challenger top laner. So still naturally one of the best top laners on EU. Why are we watching wICKD today? So Twitch Rivals is happening. By the time this video comes out, the draft has already happened. So meanwhile, they find the Poppy. Really, really nice invade, by the way. It's kind of like they predicted that. Again, worth noting. Remember, when Challenger players play against each other a lot of them learn each other's patterns. If wICKD knows this guy, he may know this nice life player always waits in that tri-bush at level 1. Like, that's a thing that's different in Challenger than anywhere else. But as I was saying, Twitch Rivals is coming. It's a tournament. And basically, I've been selected, as long as it's, you know, nothing weird has happened, to be one of the captains. And on Thursday, this video might be Thursday's second video, the draft would have happened of all of the captains drafting our teams. wICKD naturally will be in Rivals, I'm pretty sure. Either he'll be a captain or he'll be picked as a top laner. Obviously, I'm one of the captains. Where am I going to be playing? I'm going to be playing top lane. And obviously that means I'll be playing against wICKD. I've already played against him a lot, you know, in every single Twitch Rivals tournament, which we're both normally involved in. I'm always laning against him. And yeah, he's very good. The one thing with wICKD, though, from my, you know, memory of him, when I play against him, and even when he used to play pro play, he's never the most aggressive, usually. He's very good, and kind of his play style is he plays scaling top laners that are amazing for split pushing later. So I wanted to kind of watch this as, like, one, we're watching a high-rating JAX. I personally picked up JAX recently. Also, no idea what the Poppy's doing, you know, taking that fight. Maybe she wanted to press the level 2 advantage that she had. But yeah, the minion died and actually hurt her with that positioning more than helped. But I just want to see how he plays. You know, again, he's playing 3 champions at the moment. So one of the top laners that we're likely to play against is playing JAX, JAX, Shen, or Maokai. That is likely what wICKD's going to pick. But do remember that the tournament is blind pick. So I don't know in Champion Select what he's going to play. JAX, you can blind pick it. But is he going to risk it? Well, maybe if he's feeling confident, especially with me being lower rated. Maybe against me, he'll pick JAX. Other people, he may just blind pick Shen. Because, yeah, some of the people in the tournament obviously are Challenger and stuff, which obviously I'm not right now. Never been Challenger. So, yeah. So far, he's just had good lane control. The Poppy, if I'm honest, is playing very sloppy. So gets a free kill, does JAX. Maybe that's why the Poppy was going aggressive. The jungle is literally about to show up. wICKD's going to do his best to just survive till his E is up, and wICKD will get a double kill. Really nice confidence there. So again, that does show he knows what he's doing. He knows to survive. So you can't just, like, be a bit passive around wICKD as a Challenger player. He will punish that mistake of, like, oh, you didn't kill me straight away. You're letting me have my E back up. Oh, you're a Nidalee that's standing in all the minion wave. He is going to punish it. So what item build is buying Sheen first. So what does that tell me? Well, that does actually tell me he wants to try and push his aggression advantage. If he was looking to power farm, he'd probably just go Tiamat. But yeah, looking to jump on the Poppy, using the Sheen damage, gets her to half health in one combo. So he's not obviously afraid, jumping on her again. And worth noting, this is really bizarre. Ooh, he is taking a bunch of damage. Poppy is actually known as a counter to JAX. Very basic principle. Poppy has got a W that when she presses it, legit just owns a JAX when he's jumping to you with his Q. This Poppy hasn't done it yet, once. So it's a bit weird in a Challenger level game. She's also left. I presume she comes back. Again, I've actually heard that people are having disconnect issues. This game was played today of me recording it on patch day. And yeah, sometimes connection issues do happen on patch day. So I don't know how long the Poppy's gone for. Hopefully not too long. But yeah, patch days are always sometimes a little bit weird when it comes to connecting, even in Challenger. Generally, the way that it goes, the higher rating you go, generally the better connections people have, the better computers people have, all that stuff, so less disconnects, etc. But patch days are weird. So you can see wICKD is hyper pushing it right now. he probably knows his lane opponent's gone. He might not have predicted that they DC'd, naturally. I don't think anybody would predict that people have DC'd in a challenger game. But if she's gone to base, he can push an advantage to try and deny her farm, which, you know, he's maximizing his farm. And now look, her farm is dying under a tower. So again, that's just the standard thing to do. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, Poppy's reconnected. She lost, what, about like a minion half, maybe 2 maximum from that. So it's bad, but it's not like, it's not going to like make you 100% lose the game. It just depends how much more wICKD pushes an advantage. So isn't going any Tiamat, it looks like, by the way, just rushing that Triforce maybe as soon as possible, which, you know, doesn't, it's not surprising, but obviously reminding people JAX as a champion did get buffed indirectly with the recent changes. So of current patch, teleport got a change. Again, this Poppy's reaction time for a challenger player, she's not pressing W. Really weird. The teleport change means teleport is a longer cooldown in early game, a much shorter cooldown in late game. That's a huge buff for JAX, because JAX is a split pusher, right? So if you take teleport and JAX, which you're going to do, when you're in late game and you can crush things in the 1v1, like who the hell can 1v1 JAX in late game? Pretty much nothing. You kill your lane opponent, and then you also teleport up more frequently. That's really powerful for JAX. And then obviously the patch before that, Blade of the Ruined King got buffed, Tiamat got buffed, the Tiamat items got buffed. So yeah, JAX is in an incredible place for solo queue right now. Hence why you've even seen me pick him up on my main account. You know, I find him really boring. His playstyle, there's not much to the champion, but I will play a champion like that is strong. And there is some skill to play JAX. You know, it's not Master Yi level or anything like that. There is a bit more to it than just right-clicking. But yeah, you know, he's very strong, so that's why. If you're wondering, you know, maybe I shouldn't say everything about what I'm looking to be playing in Rivals, but it's very similar. Like, to me, JAX and Shen are staple top laners right now for solo queue and competitive. They're good, both of them. Oh, she pressed W too late. Yeah, this reaction time for Jinx is not good. Maybe she's lagging? But yeah, Shen arguably might be the default. Maybe for wICKD, maybe for me, because Shen can legitimately blind pick against anything, and even if you get owned in lane or get behind or whatever, you're always useful as Shen. You always can ult on somebody, you always can put your W down to stop auto attacks, you always can taunt. That's never going to stop. Obviously, if you get strong as a Shen, the better, but he is really good for blind picking. JAX not bad, but, you know, some scouting will be required if someone is a challenger. I don't know, Renekton one trick that I'll be laning against. Do I really want to play JAX? Yes, I upscale him, but it's also really risky. So the red was happening. Poppy does go over to scout it, ults JAX away just so she doesn't die, but obviously just boots JAX right next to the Scuttle Crab. wICKD's going to take the experience, then we'll probably take the Scuttle, the plant to get himself back to full health, full mana, and then return to lane. So this is a pretty bad situation for the Poppy, but we're saying, yes, she did DC, but it's not like the Poppy's played it very good. You know, she was sitting in that bush at bush at level 1. She got herself caught by that. You know, I'd say, well, she hasn't done it, has she? She hasn't denied wICKD one Q jump with her own W. That's a pretty, like, staple thing that Poppy does. That's why you're picking Poppy into JAX. You just stop him. And she hasn't done that. So, yes, wICKD's had a free lane. wICKD's played it well, but also the Poppy's not been playing great either. You know, worth noting, in Twitch Rivals, if I did go against wICKD, Poppy is an effective pick against a lot of his picks. So the 3 that I mentioned, Maokai, JAX, and Shen, well, Poppy counters 2 of those. She counters JAX, she counters Shen. Because of her W, and also Poppy is a tank killer, so she's naturally good against Shen. She stops JAX basically in her tracks, and she can kill JAX in early game, maybe mid game. She obviously does fall off in terms of killing pressure to a JAX, but she should never die to a JAX even in late game. She should like be able to stop him split pushing, which is good. And then against Maokai, Poppy's a tank killer. So if you play it really well on Poppy, you actually can do really good against Maokai. So Poppy is not a terrible pick if I'm already starting to think, what am I going to pick against certain players in this tournament? Worth noting, again, if you don't, again, she mistimed it again. If you are hoping to watch the tournament, meanwhile, little bit of a tower dive happening. He did ult Wicked for extra resistances. Enemy team gets the dragon, which is good from the Nidalee. But I will be recording the tournament. So the actual tournament is happening at the end of this month, maybe the beginning of next month, for like 2 or 3 days in a row. And I believe, like, obviously, if you make it through the whole stages, your team, you'll be playing all 3 days. Again, I'm playing the tournament for fun. I'm a for fun captain, and yeah, I'm still a decent player, but compared to some of these players, I'm nowhere near enough. I'm also going to be picking friends. I'm not going to be try-harding and picking just challenger players. So I reckon we'll probably be playing in the group stage. Not sure if we'll get out of group stage, but that's fine. But I'll be recording all of it and uploading it. Naturally, it might show, like, damn, Huz is getting owned. Yeah, we'll be against ex-pros and challengers, but it'll be fun. Why not? Again, it's very flattering to get selected as being one of the only 8 players selected to be a captain. I think the way that they generally do it in EU is that they like to have representation of all the countries. So they'll pick an Italian captain, a French captain, a German captain. And I'm kind of the Twitch UK guy, I guess. So yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. Right, so Wicked is actually roaming. His Senna support just died. Worth knowing she is 0-4 right now because, you know, Senna's good. Wicked is going to go for it, gets himself a assist, and Yuumi is probably dead. Again, Yuumi, when she doesn't have someone to run with her, she's, I guess, League's most vulnerable champion. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. She doesn't take flash. Her movement speed isn't that fast because you don't buy boots on Yuumi. So very easy to kill a Yuumi. Usually when one of them dies, it's a double kill in bot lane. That's why as a jungler, if there's a Yuumi on the enemy team, I would heavily prioritize ganking the Yuumi lane because, yeah, it's usually a double kill when you kill them. And yeah, the Senna on Wicked's team, at least this game, is actually having a nightmare. I do know Senna got some nerfs on this patch, but considering I still have yet to see a good Senna, I still don't. I don't get it, but that's just me. All right, so Nidalee trying to stop Wicked, but he's getting a bunch of tower plates. And this, by the way, is how you maximize your advantage as a top laner. So that hit. He wrecks his lane. Nidalee, this is questionable, so she actually flashes away. Enemy bot lane's coming. That hit again. Diana probably shouldn't have gone for that. She should just back away. Not really sure what's going on. She is going to get the kill, though. That's actually kind of impressive. Will she get the Nidalee, though? She is going to look for it. Yuumi trying her best to stop. Wicked's going to stay around. Yuumi's going to escape with the Nidalee. Diana might be in trouble now due to positioning. Nidalee not getting it yet. Yuumi does land a Q. Diana does go down. Poppy also teleports. A little bit late, Wicked does survive in the end. During all this, by the way, Aurelia has gone top lane and just free farm for a while. And I haven't even mentioned, it's weirdly a Lulu mid. Now, I don't know why there's a Lulu mid. Generally, the only time you'll ever see a Lulu mid nowadays is if people are doing funnel strategies. And naturally, there's not a funnel happening this game. So if I had to guess, it would most likely be this person is probably a support main that got autofilled to mid. It is a natural thing, by the way, for only support players. A lot of them pick support and then put mid as their second role because mid lane is the most popular role. It's the least likely one that you'll get if you put it in your second role, but it's occasionally going to happen. Also, you know, the skill transfer, well, the skill transfer isn't big, but it's more that the champions, some supports you can play mid. You know, he's playing Lulu mid. I guess you can play Karma mid. There's a couple here or there that you can play. So yeah. So, blue team being a bit fiestery at the moment. You saw the Aurelia was weirdly here. Not really sure why. And in this time, Wicked is doing something that obviously I've always said I need to do myself. Is side lane more. Is to have that trust in your team that, like, dude, I'm a JAX or whatever. I need gold. I need to get to that late game. You guys just have to stop dying and position better. And Wicked, obviously, in a challenger game, definitely has that trust to his team. So he does do a roam up. The Poppy, again, is way too late. She also doesn't time her W again. Very confused about this Poppy. And Wicked's just going to go for it. She now times her W to not get rid of the Q, but Wicked's not going to commit too deep for that because he doesn't have vision of the enemy team anymore. And after the trade, he's going to return to bot lane after being now 5-0-2. Completed Triforce. And now with, I presume, the components to the new Death's Dance. I'm not 100% sure what the components are, but I just know the Warhammer used to be in Death's Dance, so I'm guessing it's in the new one. And yeah, if you're wondering, on this patch, there's a brand new item that is built basically for top laners. It replaced the old Death's Dance, so like, the one, it does a lot of healing, etc. It still does, I think, some maybe, or maybe it doesn't. But it's a tanky version now. Like, it gives cooldown reduction, it gives healing, I think, it gives true damage, I think, stored up. So it's a good item for a lot of top laners, and it basically is for JAX, Aurelia, champions like that, Renekton. And it does seem it's going to be like another staple item, and I don't know, man. 3 items on JAX at the moment, 4 items, let's just say. It makes him very scary. Triforce, Blade of the Ruined King, the new Death's Dance, and like the Tiamat item. That is legit really scary. Then give him boots like Mercury Treads, and then give him a tank item like at the end of the game. That's scary. Also, random music just started playing. I don't really know why.
Hello.
Oh, I hear a Vixie stream. It's because I have it on. Whoops. She just started her stream, and I was like, what was that? Excuse that. Didn't mean to do that. But there we go. I was like, what is that music? Is there like a skin? Is something bugged? No. I had a stream open, and then it started playing. That's what happened. Oh, God. Right. Anyway. Wicked going to be doing a bit of terror, like looking for vision on the enemy. That he does find a ward. And if I'm honest, what would if I had to predict what Wicked's going to be doing? Meanwhile, Nidalee, those spears, I don't know if the replay is just laggy or something, because they don't look like they're fully landing. He's just going to keep split pushing. That would be my guess. One, I know this Nidalee. One, I know that's his play style. Secondly, he's so much stronger than the Poppy. And this Poppy doesn't seem, if I'm, not to be rude or anything, she doesn't seem great. For a challenger Poppy, she's never denied the JAX's jump once. That's crazy. So with Wicked having nearly probably an item up at this stage, if he went to back to buy, I'd imagine he'd probably be able to finish it. Yeah, he's got 1,300 gold. How much more gold does he have than the Poppy? 5,000 versus 9.3. Wicked is nearly double gold right now, which is absolutely insane. So, yeah, split pushing is probably the answer. Now, obviously, the enemy comp. Meanwhile, the Poppy actually looks aggressive. For the first time this game, she goes aggressive. Not sure why, because that probably just opened her up to die. Diana's going to go for it. Poppy just flashes by the way out, completely gone. Maybe, I don't know. No, I was going to say maybe we're not seeing these Ws from Poppy because the replay's bugged, but we have seen her use W. It's not like they're bugged, so not sure what's going on. They're going to get a nice tier 2, and then mid lane, by the way, enemy team is even trading, maybe losing it now, but obviously reminding people blue team was outnumbered. Both Diana and JAX were, not there. So now that Diana's come into the fight and Wicked's coming into the fight, going to chase down the Nidalee. Advantage probably to blue team. Now, if you're wondering, that teleport, yes, that's another buff that happened. I forgot that one until I saw that. When now you teleport in, you get a movement speed buff when you teleport in. So again, for top laners like that don't have a lot of mobility or relatively slow, you just saw it. That speed buff that he got from teleporting enabled him to catch up to the Nidalee. I'm telling you, man, like top lane, one, I don't even think it's that weak of a role. I think it's very much been blown out of proportion of how weak it is. If they keep doing a couple more buffs here and there, it is going to be busted. Like, I'm not kidding. And by the way, again, Poppy doesn't hit her W. So yeah, the new Death's Dance, by the way, is here. 50 attack damage, so it's 30 less than it used to be, but it's now giving 30 armor, 30 magic resist. It's still giving 10% cooldown reduction. Potential is a death here from Wicked if he's not careful. Enemy team going to go all in for it, even using Severe Ultimate. Sacrificing the center at this stage. Not sure if Wicked survives. He's going to try his best. Will survive in the end. But yeah, at the bottom there, heal for 15% of damage dealt. So he's still doing that, healing quite a lot from damage. Nice kill there. Nidalee's going to overcommit. Does get a kill, but she's going to die for it. And then also 30% of damage taken is dealt as bleed over 3 seconds. So what? You don't get damaged. You're taking that as a bleed, I think. So you're not getting like burst, I guess, as much. So Wicked now 603. Item build potentially is now a Tiamat item, if I had to guess. That would be my guess. So it's either going to be Sterix or it's going to be Titanic Hydra. I'm not sure which one he's going to go. Both are good, obviously. Both give you more survivability. Titanic does give you more damage, arguably, with also better split pushing. That would be my guess of which one of the two he's going to get, but I could be wrong. So far, if we're using this episode as a bit of a scouting episode, it's very clean. You know, that's the thing to say, is it's a JAX, right? You know, watching a good JAX at any rating is never going to be the most, like, mind-boggling thing in the world, because there's only so much JAX can do. He is a pretty basic auto-attack mainly champion, but what we're watching is wICKD just doesn't really make mistakes. He plays aggressive when he can. He's, you know, if he gets a lead, he will push his lead. So that's the thing to say is, when I'm playing against him in Rivals, I can't die to him in the early game. I can't, you know, let him kind of bully me around, because he will. He'll just completely obliterate me if I let that happen. So this episode, it's just confirmed that. It's useful to do. I'm happy I did it, and obviously JAX as a champion, we've said it already. He's just really strong. So yeah. Will the Poppy do something this game? She ultimates the JAX away, of all people. Not really the target you want to get rid of. Mainly the jungler, I'd probably, you know, say. Dragon is also up if they wanted to go for it, which they probably will do. And yeah, so gold-wise now, wICKD has officially got over double gold to his lane opponent. That's crazy. And, you know, people will say the Poppy DC'd. Yes, she DC'd for what? Maybe a minute? Maybe? She missed 2 minion waves. So, what? 2 minion waves is 600 gold, maybe? So 600 gold isn't going to be the reason that she's half. This Poppy just played pretty rough. Like, again, maybe I should look at... let's see. I'm going to go on this game and just see if anything stands out to me. Of, like, why, you know, why is this happening, you know? Unless everything's dead. Oh, the website that I used to get stats might be dead. We'll see. Oh, wait, maybe no. Okay, got it. Right, so which game was this? This was this game? Yes. So, the Poppy is a top laner. Wow. Yeah, legit. A one-trick top laner, practically. I'm surprised. Doesn't really play Poppy. Is a Aatrox set Ornn player, mainly. But yeah, is starting to play Poppy more. I'm very surprised. Again, not to try and BM or anything. Clearly, this player is probably better than me. Is better than me. Their challenger. I am surprised, though. Like, just not to get any of the W's down to deny the JAX queue is just very weird to me. That is why this... If you're wondering, why did this... If they're a thingy main, why did they... She did it. First time this game. Why did she pick Poppy? Because Poppy is known as a counter. And you just saw why, but it's too late. Let's check as well while we're at it. Let's see. Is the Lulu a support main? Yeah. Yeah. The Lulu is a Bard main. Bard Thresh Leona main. With also Nautilus, Rakan, Morgana. So yeah, that's why Lulu's been picked mid. Is that they're a support main. They've got auto-filled mid. It does happen, weirdly, every now and then. It could be 1 in 100 games that you're picking support and mid. It's occasionally going to happen, and this is the game it did. But yeah, like, again, by the way, I like making predictions. Predictions are fun. While this is all happening, by the way, the split pushing, enemy base is being opened, and notice this is where, as a top laner, me and wICKD probably differ. It's, you know, clearly something I need to improve on. There in the base, wICKD stays bot. He's not leaving. He's like, I am splitting here because I know I can get away with it. And if Poppy, you leave to go help your team, I now open the base. So it is something that I need to get more confidence with myself. Also worth noting, he did go for the Sterix just to give himself that beefiness. Maybe he wanted a 0 death game. But no Tiamat item in lane phase does actually interest me. I don't know if that's something that he does every game. Maybe I'll have to scout that a bit. Because I buy Tiamat on JAX, if I'm honest. I guess we can do that a little bit now. He buys Tiamat, by the way, on Shen. Basically, every game he plays Shen, he rushes Tiamat. And also straight to Titanic Hydra. Because I think wICKD actually does play a relatively aggressive Shen. Because so many people underestimate it. But one person that won't underestimate aggressive Shen? Me. Because I play Shen. But on JAX, no, yeah, wICKD doesn't buy Tiamat item on JAX at all. I know some people may ask, because I know that build exists, what do I think of the Triforce Black Cleaver build? I'm not a big fan of it, and it also seems wICKD isn't. He doesn't pick it at all. He doesn't build it at all. But, yeah, snap. Okay. What are we buying now? He is buying... See, that could be for a Titanic. What else is... Again, it would be for what, a Titanic or a frozen mallet, I guess? I don't know if the game goes long enough, basically, to show what he'll buy. I don't think it does. But that has to be a Titanic Hydra. So he's actually walking in basically by himself. He forces Yumi ultimate. Enemy team going aggressive. Again, level 16 JAX, got his rank 3 ultimate, very tanky now with the bonus statistics. Dino with a great ultimate and crazy good damage. Wicked going aggressive with the combo, and that will be the game. So yeah, I was happy we did this. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the upcoming tournament content. Again, it won't happen for a week or two. By the time this video comes out as well, the draft would have already happened. Hopefully I get all the people I wanted and my friends, because that's who I'm going for. But that's it. If you guys did enjoy, throw a like on it. What we might do as well is when I find out who else is in the tournament, if there are also these like known challenger top laners, we might do a spectator them and just kind of go through what they're doing too. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, throw a like on it, throw a subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.